Hello guys, gals, and non-binary pals. Welcome back to my channel, and today I'm going to go over the many different ways you can make a heck ton of gil with your grand company seals. A lot of people just have a ton of them or don't even bother farming them because they don't really realize just how much you can make with them. So I'll go over every single way that I personally make a whole lot of money with the grand company seals and a few other things that you can do with them. I also just released a video on how I farm my grand company seals, so I'll link that in the description below. So let's get into it. So once you're at your grand company, you would come and you would talk to your quartermaster here, and depending on your rank, we will have different things available to you, but I'm going to go off of my rank, which is lieutenant. And from here, I mainly focus on 14 things, so I will list them all out, and at the bottom I will give the total profit from all of them from my cap of 80k seals. So the first one is the quick hardening sealant. It's really good and it's bought quite often, and it's 2.9k on my crossworld server, but on my exact server no one's really selling it, so I could just buy this out and put it for as much as I would like to. The next thing I would buy is the dubbin, which sells for again around 2.9, I would say 3.6, and it is also bought pretty often and on my server. The best thing about it is that people don't post a lot of this at a time, that's why it's so expensive. But you could just buy this all out and post it for as much as you would like. Or I would just buy these two and then post it at 5.2k per one. Next is the Louisoix, and it is a little bit less, but you still will get plenty of gil for the amount you can buy. And it is also bought very often. Next is the emery, and it's also bought very often and not very many people post it, so you can make a lot with this one as well. Next is the petrified logs, and this is also bought very often and a lot at a time as well. Next is borax, and it does sell for a little bit less, but you can also buy 99 for only 24k seals. And of course this is bought very often and a lot at a time as well. Next is the hardened sap, which you can also buy a stack of 99 for only 19k. And next is the pot ash, which you can also buy a stack of 99 for 19k. And the animal fat as well. Scheelite also sells very well. And finally, the aqueous whetstones. All of these you can get a lot in abundance, or some of them will be slightly more expensive but will still be worth a lot. The next thing that's extremely profitable is from the material tab, and these 4 items here is what's needed for your relic weapon. You personally would need 4 of each, so getting all these would be in total 80k seals, but these not only are good for you, but they're also good just to sell on the market board. And right away we can see that it's going for 5k on my crossworld. On my server it's around 9k, and they're bought extremely often. And people will always buy 4 at a time because that's what's needed. But this will always be relevant because no matter what expansion you'll be in, you will always want to be doing your relic weapons. The next thing that you can make money on, if you don't have your lieutenant rank or you're somewhere in like this second area, you can easily buy a ton of these dispellers and prisms. Personally, dispellers always make more for me, because they sell just as often, but they do sell for slightly more. And the prisms go for around 250, which is still good, but I personally think that the dispellers are worth a lot more. You can also buy cordials, which you will definitely need for the next expansion, because if you want to make money, you gotta be crafting a lot and gathering a lot. So cordials also sell very well, and you can buy a lot at a time. 99 for only 50k seals. Something that is also worth it is the spirit bond potions, so when you're crafting it, you can get your materia a lot quicker. And if you're only at the first section here, things that might be worthwhile to anyone is the ventures, and you can make a lot of money with just sending your retainers out on quick explorations or any ore that you might need, or anything that would sell well on the market board. The last thing I recommend is just to take your mats that you bought with your Grand Company seals and make the intermediate mats, because scheelite sells pretty well as itself, but when you can check search recipes using this material and the wolfram ingot, so 2.6 for a scheelite, and a wolfram ingot can sell up to 6 to 7k, and it is also bought extremely often as well. And we can check the full craft of the wolfram ingot just to make sure that it's actually a lot of profit. So it takes only 1 scheelite, 1 ferberite, which is around 200 gil, and then 1 cobalt ore, which is around 300 gil. So this is definitely a lot of profit if you went and made the intermediate mat with your base mats. And one last thing before I finish the video, of course these prices are on my data center, which is Chaos. The rates might differ on different data centers, so I do really recommend going to Teamcraft and checking the currency spending guide. And here you can input your currency, how much you are capped at, and then your exact server. And once you load everything, it will show you everything you can make profit on, how many you can buy at a time, and how much you'll make. So of course things like the storm utility card or this stuff, like no one's really buying it. So I don't recommend just looking at the total price you'll get, because you know, you will see 1 million gil somewhere here, but 2 million gil, I don't think anybody buys grade 2 dark matter. So you would obviously just go and check how often it's bought, how much is being bought at a time before you see this 2 million and think, okay, I'm buying every grade 2 dark matter I can. So yeah, just go to the Teamcraft currency spending guide and you will find everything catered to your server and your data center. So that's it for this video. I hoped I could show you some different ways you can make a heck ton of gil with your Grand Company seals. I think it's pretty underrated because people just don't really see the profit in it since you get so many seals all the time. But yeah, thank you for watching. Like, comment, and subscribe if you want to. And I'll also be streaming soon, so you can follow me here on YouTube or on Twitch. See you in my next video, and goodbye.